What's up everyone, JB the Bandhead here, and welcome to the second analysis video of the 2025-2026 HBCU Marching Band season. Now, this time we're going to be analyzing the HBCU Labor Day Classic Battle of the Bands 2025, as this event is going to take place a week, well basically the next weekend after the National Battle of Bands. So, yeah, these are two of the major events that's going to happen. And this is the second major one that's going to happen at the beginning of the season. And yeah, that's basically it. That's basically it for the intro. Now, how are we going to do this? This is going to be similar to what we did in the analysis video for the National Battle Bands. We're going to do it in a certain order. So we're going to analyze the lineups first. Basically, we're going to tell y'all which bands are going to be in it. Well, yeah, tell you which bands in it, but some of y'all probably already know the lineup, but for those of you that don't know, I'm going to explain it more often. Well, not more often, but like explain it more in detail, so you'll get an idea of which bands are going to be in there. And then the next thing we're going to do is show y'all the predicted stand battles. But the stand battles, I think, is going to work a little bit differently than the National Battle Band stand battle. I think they're probably going to last a little longer in this, because we already got like 10 bands in this one, and we already got some heavy hitting bands in this. So there's going to be some good battles in here too. So yeah, so we're going to do that next, and then we're going to do the predicted order of field shows. That's going to show ya. That's going to be explaining like how I think all the field shows are gonna go down. Let's say from who I think is gonna go first and who I think is gonna go last. And yeah, and then the last category is gonna be the predicted field show rankings. So yeah, that's basically what we got here. So yeah, we're gonna do that as well, and that's gonna be pretty much the gist of this video. So yeah, let's go ahead and start with the lineup now. Yeah, we got a good lineup in here. So yeah, so like I said in the National Battle Bands analysis video, we already got like 3 of the bands that's gonna be in this that are coming from the National Battle Bands, and they're gonna be performing in this as well. So yeah, so one of these bands, which is the first one, I'm going in alphabetical order just like I did in the National Battle Bands analysis. For the first band we got in from Huntsville, Alabama, we got Alabama A&M, the Marching Maroon and White. That's a band that's coming from the National Battle Bands, and they're gonna be performing in this as well. So that's their second performance of the season, where they're going to do this. And also, before I move on, this event is going to be in Jackson, Mississippi. So yeah, we already know who the home band is in this, but I'm gonna say it anyway when I get to them. So, but yeah, that's Alabama A&M, the Marching Maroon and White. Next up, from Montgomery, Alabama, we got Alabama State, the Mighty Marching Hornets. I almost just said Marching Hornets. But yeah, Alabama State, the Mighty Marching Hornets. Now, previously, from last year, we've seen them in the Honda Battle of Bands, where they did good on their field show, and they represented Alabama very well. And yeah, just in the case with Alabama A&M, they performed as well. But Alabama State, they performed well in the Honda Battle of Bands, and they also did good in the stands against the Southern in that stand battle. Just didn't do as well. Just didn't do as good as Southern in my opinion. But it is what it is. So we'll see about that when we explain it later in the stand battle predictions. But yeah, that's Alabama State, the Mighty Marching Hornets. Next up, we got Alcorn State from Lorman, Mississippi, the Sounds of Dyn-O-Mite. Now, I think the previous performance we've seen from Alcorn, previous performance we've seen from Alcorn was in I think it was the three-way battle between them, Texas Southern, and Talladega in the Crew of Endymion Parade. They did good in that too. They was probably like, if I had to let y'all know, that was a good battle. But when it came to But Alcorn was doing good. But when Texas Southern came in that thing, they just got outperformed by Texas Southern. The Texas Southern outperformed both Alcorn and Talladega. But yeah, Alcorn still did pretty good. Yeah, that was the last performance we've seen from Alcorn. And don't forget to mention, we did see Alcorn battle against Talladega. I think it was a crew of Orpheus Parade during the Mardi Gras season. But yeah, that's basically it for. Yeah, that's basically Alcorn. The sounds of Dyn-O-Mite. We'll see how they do in this one. Now, next up from Pine Bluff, Arkansas, we got Arkansas Pine Bluff, the marching musical machine of the Mid-South, also known as the M4. Now, I think I don't even know if Arkansas even performed in Mardi Gras last year. I had to go look and see, but I don't know if they really did, because I think the last performance I've seen of Arkansas Pine Bluff was what was that? I think it's when they went against like either Jackson State or Mississippi Valley State, when they went to Jackson State homecoming or did their homecoming against Mississippi Valley State. I gotta go see. I really gotta go see. But yeah, I'm gonna have to go back and look back at some of these, because it's been a while since we've seen these bands, and well, obviously, but I can't even remember what was the last performance I've seen of Arkansas Pine Bluff from last year. But I'm pretty sure they're gonna sound good. They had some ups, they had some downs last year too. But oh, I remember now. I just remembered they performed in the Honda Battle of Bands. They did their stand battle against Hampton, and they also did a good field show on the field as well at the Honda Battle of Bands. It just came in my mind. Forgive me for that, y'all. But yeah, Arkansas Pine Bluff. I was thinking of the fall season, but they did a Honda Battle of Bands. That was it. But yeah, that was it right there. So yeah, that's Arkansas Pine Bluff. Now, next up from Grambling, Louisiana, we got Grambling State, the world famed Tiger Marching Band. Now, I'm gonna be very honest with y'all. I don't know about Grambling. I don't know, because previous years they kind of been letting us down now. Because ever since I've seen them, like, I'm not saying they're a bad band. I'm just saying that they need to do better. Because there've been some stuff going on in Grambling. I'm not even out there. There have been some stuff going on in Grambling, and I think I recently did a reaction to them for their fifth quarter against Prairie A&M in the State Fair Classic. Boy, they was not performing at their best. I'm not even lying. You can. Yeah, I don't believe it. They probably took some hard hits from PV, Jackson State, and Alcorn last season, and I think especially Texas Southern. And for those of y'all, I like like I said in the previous analysis video, when I say these things, I'm not trying to destroy a band's culture or anything like that. I'm not saying try to go out of your tradition. Keep your tradition, but just perform better, because we as musicians and band heads expect a lot more from a college band like y'all, and y'all gotta do something better than that, because like, that's what I'm saying. I don't know about Grambling in this, but they got picked. That's what they do. Because I bet even if they were to battle like somebody like because even if they were to battle like Mississippi Valley State, I bet Mississippi Valley State would give them the business as well, because especially like also some of these bands are gonna have some games before the day before, like Southern versus Mississippi Valley State and Langston versus Grambling, which some of these bands are already having. So so they're gonna be performing in that. But I think that's the first half of the bands listed. Now, next up from their hometown of Jackson, Mississippi, which is the venue taking place in, we've got Jackson State, the Sonic Boom of the South. Also another band that's returning from the National Battle of Bands. They're already gonna be performing out there. So, like I said in the announcement video, they're a heavy hitter. Now, them being in their home crib, they gon' bring the heat. I don't know. That's why they gonna be bringing the heat as well. I'm not even gonna be lying about y'all for that one, because that's what they're gonna do. That's definitely what they're gonna do. And we already know they performed very well last year. They're gonna bring the heat again this year, and we expect that from them. Especially if I'm not being remiss, Grambling and Jackson are gonna be playing in the Las Vegas Football Classic. So Grambling, when y'all face Jackson State, y'all better get y'all stuff together, because if y'all ain't performing in the best, Jackson State is gonna get on y'all behind and whip y'all to pieces. I'm not even gonna lie. So y'all better perform the best of y'all ability in that game. That's all I gotta say. That's all I gotta say. That's really all I gotta say about that one. But yeah, we got Jackson State. They're returning from National Battle Bands. They're gonna be hitting as well. And now the third and final band is coming up next. That's returning from the National Battle Bands is Langston, the Marching Pride. Now they are gonna be battling. I don't even know if Langston is gonna battle Grambling in that game, but if they do, we'll check out the 5th quarter just for the reaction to see what they're gonna be like. But Langston, they're going to be coming from the National Battle Bands. Like I said in the National Battle Bands analysis video, I said that they're going to lose both of their stand battles to, was it Albany State, Texas Southern? I know they're going to be coming harder. They're going to be coming better in this than when they perform in the National Battle Bands. Not saying they're going to perform bad. It's just that they might have a better performance in this than they will do in the National Battle Bands. That's all I gotta say. But Langston, that's Langston, the Marching Pride from Langston, Oklahoma, actually. Yeah. So yeah, that's that. And next up on the list, from Itabena, Mississippi, we got Mississippi Valley State, the Mean Green Marching Machine. Now, we've seen them previously. We seen them in Mardi Gras last year when they battled. I think it was Talladega. They battled Talladega in that, and I think Talladega kind of. I think it was kind of like a revenge type thing for Talladega. Because the fact that Dr. Barnes was at Talladega at one point, and now he switched over to Mississippi Valley. I think Talladega got some smoke with Mississippi Valley. Especially, we've seen them previously battle each other in the HBCU Labor Day Classic last year. Now, I think that was in North Carolina when they battled them. So, yeah, that was that. And Mississippi Valley got the dub in that one. But Talladega put up a good fight. They just had to fix their tempo issues and stuff, which I hope they do in this. But, yeah, we'll see about it. But, yeah, that's Mississippi Valley State. Yeah, they battled Talladega twice and won both times, basically. But yeah. So, next up, we've got from Baton Rouge, Louisiana, my alma mater, we got Southern University, the Human Jukebox. Now, we already know they're a good heavy hitter. But, them being this event in Jackson, I really don't think they should battle Jackson State in this. I'm not saying they're not capable of it. But I think it's too early for them to battle Jackson State. That's part of the and that's another reason why you really didn't even see them last year battle Jackson State in the National Battle Bands. Because like I said, the National Battle Bands from last year, I think it's in the analysis video. I'm gonna go back and check. But Southern didn't battle Jackson State last year in the National Battle Bands. They battled Bethune and Tennessee State, where Jackson State battled Tennessee State and PV. Both of those bands basically battled Tennessee State, but didn't battle each other, which I can see why. And I think that's gonna be the same case in this, because I think it would be too early to battle Jackson State, which Southern and Jackson State are having a battle of bands later this season. I think 2 weeks after Southern's third football game. Well, I think third or fourth football game overall. I think it happened September 27th in Baton Rouge. The Boombox Classic Battle of Bands. Yeah, that's gonna be a good one. That should be a good battle. A way better battle than it was in 2023, because in 2023, Jackson State pretty much had a landslide dub against Southern, which I agree. I agree. Even though I'm a Southern alum, I know when Southern's not doing right. That goes for every band basically. But I know when the band not doing right. And Jackson State proved that they did way better than Southern that year. But Southern didn't improve last year. But it just wasn't enough for them to conquer Jackson State. So let's see. We'll see if they conquer Jackson State this year in the Boombox Classic Battle Bands, provided they don't battle this year. But in the Labor Day Classic Battle Bands. But we already know about that. And also, yeah, that's basically it. And previously, Southern did battle Alabama State in the Honda Battle of the Bands. They had a good field show in there as well. Had some minor mistakes, but it is what it is. But yeah, that's what I think. Southern. That's what I say about Southern in this event. And then last but not least, from Talladega, Alabama, I said the name already, which is Talladega, the Great Tornado, formerly known as the Marching Tornadoes, because yeah, the Great Tornado Band, they previously we seen them last year in the HBCU Labor Day Classic in North Carolina when they battled Mississippi Valley State, and they battled Mississippi Valley in in Mardi Gras. I think it was the Crew, I forgot what the name, Crew of Hermes, that's what it was, Crew of Hermes Parade. They battled them in that. And they also battled Alcorn twice in Mardi Gras, which one was the Orpheus and one was the Endymion Parade. Because they battled Alcorn and the Crew of Orpheus, and they battled Alcorn a second time, and that was that three-way battle between them, Alcorn and Texas Southern, in the Crew of Endymion. Which that was basically it from that. But yeah, that's basically all the bands that's going to be in the HBCU Labor Day Classic Battle Bands in Jackson, Mississippi. And yeah, and like I said, the information, if you want more information about this event, the link will be in the description below for their website, so y'all can go ahead and order y'all tickets if y'all want to go there or whatever. But yeah, that's basically it for the lineup. Like I said, if y'all want to know more information, the link will be in the description below for their website to order y'all tickets and get more information about this event. So yeah, that's the lineup. Now, next up, we got the predicted stand battles. But like I said in the intro, the stand battles I think is gonna be a little bit different in this. So, and they might last a little bit longer because we all know how most of these bands go down, because most of these are heavy hitting bands when it comes to the stands, and pretty much because just like in the National Battle Bands episode, I'm doing this stuff based on mostly from previous encounters I've seen from previous years and stuff like that. So yeah, so here it is. The first stand battle that I have is Alabama State versus Southern. I think that would be a good one, and Alabama State might be coming for revenge this time for Southern, because even though Southern, I did recently see their Fan Fest performance. They sounded good, but they still got time to work on and stuff. So that should, as long as both of the bands, I haven't seen Alabama State's first performance yet, but as long as Southern correct their mistakes, they're gonna be ahead. They're gonna be something to watch out for this year, especially when it comes to them versus Alabama State. And I don't even think Alabama State is gonna they're gonna battle. Yeah, they're gonna go to Baton Rouge later the week. I think this is the week after this event actually. So yeah, so this battle could mean a little bit different, but that's what I got. I don't know how the stand battle's gonna work this year in the HBCU Labor Day Classic, but yeah, they could work differently, and they might last at least 2 rounds if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, so that's the first stand battle I got for, which is Alabama State versus Southern. Now, the second stand battle I got is Jackson State versus Alabama A&M. Now, we do know that Jackson State and Alabama A&M are gonna both face each other in the Gulf Coast Challenge later on this season. But yeah, this will be a good stand battle too. Jackson State, is gonna be this is gonna be in Jackson, Mississippi. So Jackson State, I think, is gonna win this one. But Alabama A&M might come with something different. But that's basically gonna be it for that. So Jackson State versus Alabama, and that's the second stand battle I got for this. Now the third stand battle I got is Mississippi Valley State versus Talladega. I know Talladega. With this one, I think that would be a good one because I think Talladega is going to come back for an attempt for revenge against Mississippi Valley State. Because we all know Dr. Bond's going to do his thing over at Mississippi Valley State. Him and his staff over there have been improving a lot. Like, I'm not even joking, man. Take a look at last year. Last year when they performed against Alcorn, Jackson State, and who else did they battle last year? It was Talladega, Alcorn, Jackson State, and a few other bands in the SWAC, and Alabama State. Yeah, Alabama State. They performed very well against them that last year. But they came up, and Arkansas Pine Bluff. They did really, I think that was their only dub last year that came from them. But they still did pretty good. They just came up, they fell short to other better bands like Alabama State and Alcorn. But they still had a good fight in them. So yeah. But as far as Talladega, I think Talladega will try to come back for an attempt for revenge on this one. So they might attempt revenge on Mississippi Valley State. So that's basically what I got though. But that's the third battle. Now the fourth battle I got for the in the stands is Grambling State versus Arkansas Pine Bluff. Now, to be very honest with y'all, I'm gonna have to say, I'm gonna explain it more. I'm gonna explain it more in the I'm gonna explain who I think is gonna win these battles, but later on. But this one I think is gonna be easy, unless Grambling I think it's gonna be an easy win for Arkansas Pine Bluff, unless Grambling come up with something different, because I just don't know. I just don't know how they're gonna perform. I just want them to perform to the best of their ability. That's all we want to hear from them, man. I'm not saying, play out loud and stuff. No, it's not just about power and sound. You gotta have execution and cleanliness behind it, because if it's not clean, them other bands gonna be making fun of you and they gonna get the jump on you. So that's why I say Arkansas Pine Bluff and Grambling should battle each other. And Arkansas Pine Bluff, I think Arkansas Pine Bluff would be like a better choice for Grambling to battle, or for the organizers to do. But like I said, the sand battles might be different, and the organizers might choose some bands to do it against. So so that's basically it. That's Grambling versus Arkansas Pine Bluff. Now the fifth battle I got for this event is Alcorn State versus Langston. Now Langston, I got the previous battle that I've seen from this was actually about 6 years ago. I think it was in 2019. That was the same weekend that Southern and Texas Southern battled in the State Fair Showdown, which no longer exists. That only lasted for like 2 years, and then they brought it back in 2021 as the Arlington Football Showdown. But 2019 Alcorn State versus Langston. I was in a band at Southern that time, and Alcorn, and I didn't know Alcorn even battled Langston that year. And I think Alcorn might have battled Langston in the Mardi Gras parade one year. I had to go see, but Alcorn and Langston. I'm gonna explain who I think, but I don't even know who, but I said my opinion has to go to Alcorn, but Langston might do something different, who knows? But I'm gonna explain. I'm gonna give y'all who I think is gonna win each battle in here. So that's the fifth battle. Now the sixth battle in this for the stands, I got Jackson State versus Alabama State. Now, I did see the fifth quarter last year between Alabama State and Jackson State. That was a good one. It was a good one, but Alabama State was on the brink of an actual comeback, actually a little bit. But they still fell short of Alabama. They still fell short of Jackson State. They really fell short of Jackson State because we already know what happened there. it's clearly evident. It's clearly evident. Jackson State still ended up being the better band in that, but Alabama State wasn't gonna go down without a fight. But they get it, yeah, because they started off slow in that 5th quarter, and they started getting their groove, and that's what gave them some rounds, and that's what gave them the fight in that one. So, but Jackson State still ended up with that one, and I think it's gonna be the same case here, but we'll explain it more. Now, the 7th battle I got is Alabama A&M versus Southern. Now, this one, the previous, I think, well, even though Alabama A&M and Southern were in the Honda Battle Bands last year, they didn't battle each other because Southern didn't challenge Alabama A&M. That was North Carolina A&T, and Southern did it by Alabama State. So for these two to battle each other, I think that would be a great one. So for Alabama A&M, I don't think neither of these bands are facing each other in the football game this year. So in the SWAC, so that's why I'm saying this will be the only chance for Alabama A&M and Southern to battle each other. So yeah, we'll explain who's gonna win that one to begin. But yeah, that's that one. Now the 8th battle that I got is Grambling State versus Talladega. Now, in the past, I've always thought of Talladega battling Grambling eventually. Now, I did see a video where Talladega and Grambling drumlines battle each other, but I want to see a battle where the two bands battle each other. So, them two being in this event, I want to see what Grambling can do against Talladega. Because, like I said, because I even said it before, well, maybe not on video, but there are some Division II and NAIA bands that can outperform a Division I band. Like, yeah, because Grambling the last 2 years, the way they performed the last 2 years, they would also be outperformed by, say, a Division II band like Miles, Langston, or even Albany State or Tuskegee or even Talladega in this case. But yeah, I think that would be very interesting to see what Grambling can do against Talladega, because yeah, it finally give them a variety outside, because we know they're gonna battle. We know they're possibly gonna battle Langston in the I think it's the Shreveport Classic. I'm gonna have to say the day before this, so they're gonna see Langston twice, but I don't think they're gonna battle Langston twice. So that's why I say I want to see what they can do against Talladega. And Talladega, we already know they still gonna sound good anyway, but yeah, we'll see about it. But that's the 8th battle that I got. Now the 9th battle, which is the second to last, I got Alcorn State versus Arkansas Pine Bluff. Now this one, the last time these two battled was 2023, and that might have been excuse me, it might have been Arkansas Pine Bluff's homecoming at least, or if not, who knows. But yeah, Alcorn State, they were supposed to battle Arkansas Pine Bluff last year, but they didn't get to because Arkansas Pine Bluff actually performed, and I think I forgot what performance it was. I'm going to have to go back and look, because KB mentioned it in a reaction from last year in one of his videos. But yeah, Alcorn had his solo in that game against Arkansas Pine Bluff, which is why they didn't even go. But yeah, we know they're gonna battle each other this year in the football game, most likely, if they do, because they're in the Western Division of the SWAC anyway. So, but in this, I want to see what happens in this, and that's why I would pit them against Arkansas Pine Bluff. And these are just my predictions. Like I said before, they might do it differently. Who knows? But if I had to put two bands together for the 9th battle, that would be Alcorn versus Arkansas Pine Bluff. Now, the 10th and final battle, I got Mississippi Valley State versus Langston. Previously, for these two, they battled in the National Battle Bands 2023. Now, and I think I think Langston got the slight edge in that one. But yeah, Langston got the slight edge in that battle. Because like I said, Mississippi Valley State in 2023 wasn't the best, but they was on a come up actually. Cause they did play some good song selections that year, but they just wasn't performing up to par like they should have. Now, if you put Mississippi Valley State last year against Langston, it'd be a whole different ball game. And with their improvements, I think Mississippi Valley State would get the jump on Langston. So, Langston, if y'all battle Mississippi Valley State, just be ready for it. Just be ready. That's all I gotta say. So yeah. So that's basically it. So who I think is gonna win each battle? I'm gonna put them up on the screen so I can try to see. For the first battle, I got Alabama State versus Southern. I say Southern would get the slight edge, but that's gonna end up being a hard-fought battle because we know Alabama State not that bad of a band anyway, so they're a heavy hitter as well. Two heavy hitters going at it, but I get Southern a slight dub in this. But Alabama State might come back for revenge. We'll see. But yeah, and they also might come for revenge in that football game against Southern and Baton Rouge. So yeah, that's why I think they should do it in this. For the second battle, which is Jackson State versus Alabama A&M, I got Jackson State getting the dub in this, but Alabama A&M Alabama A&M might make it a hard fight in this one as well. But yeah, I'm sorry if I'm stuttering, but I'm trying to say things that my thoughts basically. And also, I forgot to mention Jackson State and Alabama A&M did battle in the Gulf Coast Challenge last year and the year before that and the years before that as well. So that's basically it for there. And yeah, Alabama A&M and Jackson State. I say Jackson State gonna win that one, but Alabama A&M might come hard. Who knows? But yeah, because Jackson State, we all know they've been a better band against Alabama A&M as well. So yeah, so that's that one. Now, for Mississippi Valley State versus Talladega, which is the third one, I say Mississippi Valley State will get the dub in this one again, but Talladega might come for revenge. Who knows? But yeah, we'll see about that one. But yeah, Valley State has been the better band between them and Talladega, at least in my opinion. And I'm pretty sure some of y'all other bands' opinions as well. But yes, that's that one. Now for Grambling versus Arkansas Pine Bluff, I say the easy dub will go to Arkansas Pine Bluff. Now, Grambling, like I said, I hope y'all get y'all stuff together, cause this battle gonna say it all when y'all start. Not only this battle, but the game before that y'all have against Langston. Cause if y'all can't outdo Langston, y'all definitely can't outdo any of the other bands in here. So that's why I'm saying Arkansas Pine Bluff will get the jump on y'all. If y'all don't, especially when y'all go to Las Vegas against Jackson State, they gon' bring the heat on y'all. If y'all don't, bring y'all energy with y'all. So that's basically all I gotta say. Arkansas Pine Bluff, I got winning that one. Now for the fifth battle, which is Alcorn versus Langston, I almost said Arkansas Pine Bluff. I say Alcorn will get the slight edge in this, but Langston might come hard, you know. So their standby record might be the same as predicted in the national battle bands, but yeah. But Langston might come for revenge. Well, it's been 6 years since those two battled each other anyway, so we'll see what happens. But yeah, that's who I got winning Alcorn State, because I think they're the better band anyway. For the sixth battle, I got for Jackson State versus Alabama State. I say Jackson State gonna win that one again, but we all know Alabama State's a heavy hitter too, so I say the slight edge will go to Jackson State, but Alabama State might get the dub in this one. Who knows? But unless the video says otherwise, I got Jackson State winning that one. So yeah, because let's be honest, you're not gonna get a dub against Jackson State that easily, especially when they performing in their home turf. Because you know they're gonna come hard, field show and in the stands. So just be prepared when you go to Jackson State now, especially with the improvements they made over the previous 2 years. They've been doing it to every band in the swag, especially Southern. But yeah, so that's why I got Jackson State winning over Alabama State. For the seventh battle, which is Alabama State versus Southern, I got Southern winning that one as well. Now, Alabama A&M might get the dub. Well, see, this would be the only. This is the only chance for either of these two bands to battle each other. So if Alabama A&M was to battle Southern, I say Southern will get the dub in this, because Alabama A&M, I have not seen one battle, well, possibly besides 2019 homecoming for Southern, which Alabama A&M possibly had a battle than. So this time, I say Alabama A&M is gonna get the L in this one against Southern. So Southern gonna get the win this one, but yeah, that's just my opinion. For the 8th battle, which is Grambling versus Talladega, I got Talladega winning that one, because Talladega, let's face it, like I said, there are some Division II and NAIA bands that can outperform a Division I band, and that might be the case in this, because like I said, if Grambling doesn't get their stuff together, Talladega can get the jump on them, because that would be a clear example of a D2 of a smaller band getting a dub over a bigger band. Like, just because size doesn't matter. Strength, because like I said, because I tried to mention it in Stephen Holiday's post one time. Strength is in numbers, because every single person in the band has to perform to the best of their ability in order for a band to have a good chance of getting the dub over another band in a battle. That's why I say if Grambling don't get this up together, Talladega will get the jump on him. So that's why I say Talladega probably gonna win that one. So yeah, that's that one. Now for the 9th one, which is Alcorn State versus Arkansas Pine Bluff, I got Alcorn State with a slight edge over Arkansas Pine Bluff, but that's gonna be a good battle, at least in my opinion, because I've seen it previously, and who knows, it might be a good battle this time. So yeah, that's basically it for that one. And Arkansas Pine Bluff might have a good fight, but I say they're gonna take the slight L. But at least they're gonna fight for the dub rather than just let it all go to waste to the other band. So that's why I say Alcorn's gonna win that one. So at least in my opinion, but y'all can go ahead and comment down below who y'all think is gonna win each of these battles. And the last one is Mississippi Valley State versus Langston. I got Mississippi Valley State getting the dub this time over Langston. Now, although Langston did get the dub over Mississippi Valley State in the 2023 National Battle Bands, yeah, Mississippi Valley State has improved a lot over the last year, and put them against Langston, and Langston would take an L definitely. So Langston, like I said, y'all better get yourself together too. Langston, I just hope it's a good battle, but I say Mississippi Valley State's gonna win that one, because with the improvements they've made over the last year, they're gonna make some head to slack, and we already seen that. So yeah, those are my predicted stand battles in order, and those are the bands who I think are gonna win each battle in this. So yeah, so now let's move on to the predicted order of field shows. Now, just like in the national battle bands, I think the smaller bands, the smaller Division II and NAIA bands, which in this case is NAIA, because Langston and Talladega are both in the NAIA. So that's why I say, first up, I got Talladega. The second band would be Langston. The third band would be Grambling State. The fourth band would be Arkansas Pine Bluff. The fifth band would be Mississippi Valley State. The sixth band would be Alabama A&M. The seventh band would be Alcorn State. Eighth band would be Alabama State. The ninth band would be Southern, and the 10th would be Jackson State. Now, the reason why I say this is because I think every one of these bands, every one of the other bands that's not Jackson State should go before Jackson State. Because first of all, it's in Jackson State's home stadium, and it's being that it's going to be in Jackson, Mississippi. I don't know if they're going to go first or have, because they could put it any order they want, but If I had to pick an order, I say Jackson State should go last because we already know Jackson State crowd gonna be out there regardless. That crowd is gonna be full as heck with fans of every one of these bands. Most of them gonna be from the heavy hitters. Like most of the fans is gonna be there gonna be heavy hitters for the heavy hitting bands like Jackson State, Southern Alabama State, Alcorn, Alabama A&M, and Grambling possibly, but Grambling hasn't really been that much of a heavy hitter recently. But we'll see what they do this season. So, yeah, that's my predicted order of field shows. Now, the rankings for the field shows, I got first place. The rankings for this was really hard to decide because I've seen some of these field shows. I've seen some of these in previous years. And recently, Jackson State has got the jump on Southern. We're not gonna sit here and lie and say, oh, Southern is still performing better than Jackson State. No. Take a look at last year when Southern and Jackson State both performed in Jackson twice for the regular season and the SWAC championship. And to me, Jackson State has had the better field show. So. But to me, they're still the top two bands in my opinion. So, at least in my opinion, they're still the top two. That's why I got Jackson State first and Southern as second. Now, I'm a Southern I'm not saying to disrespect Southern or anything. I'm a Southern alum myself. I love Southern. I love all HBCUs. But in previous years, I've seen. I'm not saying it to disrespect these bands. These bands, I know they're gonna put good field shows. But unless the video says otherwise, I say Jackson State gonna get the dub as the first place field show. Now this is not a competition. This is basically a showcase. It's not like the ESPN Band of the Year or anything, or a high school battle of bands where they're always judged and stuff. So that's why I got Southern and Jackson State as the top two bands. So Jackson State number 1. And Southern at number 2. Now, the third ranked band I got Alabama State. The fourth ranked band I got Alcorn State. The fifth place band I got Arkansas Pine Bluff. The sixth band I got Alabama A&M. The seventh band I got Mississippi Valley State. The eighth band I got Langston. The ninth band I got Talladega, and the 10th band I got Grambling. Now, like I said, I'm not trying. There's no disrespect going on to any of these bands. I respect every one of these bands' traditions, no matter what style they do, no matter what tradition they have. It's their business, not mine. I'm just saying, all we want is for each of these bands to perform to the best of their ability. And these are just my opinions. If y'all disagree, y'all can just disagree. Just put it in the comments below or in the live chat if y'all want to put it in there. But all I'm saying is this: all I want is for these bands to perform to the best of their ability. And some of these bands have been performing better than others previously. Like we all know, Alabama State has sounded better than Grambling. And I bet every one of these other bands has sounded better than Grambling, in my opinion. Because I've seen previous videos and battles where some of these bands don't even battle Grambling, unless you're in the SWAC, basically. But any band, I could put any of these bands against Grambling, and Grambling would be outdone by every single one of them. At least in my opinion. I'm not saying to destroy Grambling's tradition or whatever. I'm trying to build it. Trying to build the HBCU culture. I want them to perform to the best of their ability. So that's what I'm saying. I hope Grambling learns from their mistakes from last year and correct them and perform better. That's all we want from y'all, is to perform better. Y'all are named the world fame for a reason. Don't act like the world shame. Don't act like the world shame, because that's what y'all been sounding like, basically. Because I know there's gonna be some Grambling fans in here that's gonna comment and say, "Oh, Grambling been performing better than Southern." Nah, no. Yeah, if y'all have, let's be honest. If any of y'all Grambling fans are real band heads, y'all would know that some of these other bands have been getting the jump on Grambling recently. I know some of y'all diehard Grambling fans gonna be mad, but still, I'm not going hard on Grambling. This goes for every band. I'm not saying a band should just go out of character to perform. No, that's not the solution. All you want to do is just follow the director, play to the best of your ability, execute, and just do your thing. That's all we ask you. No matter how good of a song selection or anything that y'all play, if y'all mess up, we gon' hear it, and we gotta let y'all know, so that way next time when y'all perform that same song or whatever, y'all can perform it better the next time. That's all we ask, is perform to the best of your ability, and y'all be straight. That's all we ask. Yeah, and that's the other reason why I got these bands ranked as the field shows, as who I think is going to be the best field show. So I'm not saying to disrespect any of these bands, because we know they're going to be, because credit goes to all these bands for being selected. We just want y'all to perform the best of your ability, and we don't want y'all to be embarrassed in this event. So we already know some of these bands are not going to be embarrassed, because we know that they're going to perform to the best of their ability. But as the season goes on, we already know it's gonna get better and better and better for some bands that know how to do their stuff. But yeah, and that's basically it for the HBCU Labor Day Classic Battle of the Bands analysis. Now, if I be remiss, Southern is not gonna be in the National Battle of Bands this year. I know some people were disappointed in that, but they are going to be in the MEAC Swag Challenge, which is held that same day. Because it's not going to make sense if Southern has to perform in that and in the National Battle Bands. Yeah, that's why they weren't selected in the National Battle Bands this year. They got the MEAC Swag Challenge against North Carolina Central. That should be a good battle, so stay tuned for that as well. So yeah, I'll do a reaction to that fifth quarter most likely, and I'll probably do the field show before then, just like I did the MEAC Swag Challenge last year. But yeah, that's basically it. And once again, this is it for the HBCU Labor Day Classic Battle Bands analysis. As the I don't know if I'll react to the merge. That's probably gonna. I don't even know if I'll react to the merge or the fan fest or whatever fan day performances for some of these bands, because I did the merge reaction last year. It performed well actually, but I don't think I'm gonna do it this year. But I don't know. I might do it, but who knows? But yeah, that's basically it. Yeah, that's basically it once again for this analysis video, and that's basically gonna be it for this video. If you enjoyed, please give it a like, and also don't forget to subscribe for future videos. And I will see you all in my first reaction of the 2025 season.